With all these modern day blockbusters and these big cultural sensational hits that we see at the movies every year, it's funny how the little lesser known ones tend to be the best ones that year. Recently, over the holiday Thanksgiving break, I was able to go out and do a double feature where I first saw The Holdovers and I then saw Thanksgiving. This is my review for The Holdovers. If you want to see that Thanksgiving review, you can check it out on my channel as well. This movie is a brand new film from director Alexander Payne, who I have never seen any of his films, but I have heard of some of them. Those are About Schmidt, Nebraska, Sideways, a few others. So I know this guy is capable of making good movies. And when I was ready to go see a movie over the break, this is not one that was on my radar at all. I just happened to see one good review for it from a friend of mine on Letterboxd. And so I brought it up to my girlfriend who I was seeing the movies with, and she said, "Oh, I heard about that. It sounds good. Let's go." And I'm always down to see these little lesser known indie movies, if you want to call them. I'm not sure if this is considered an indie movie, but you know, those movies that people aren't really talking about, because those tend to be the hidden gems of the year. I saw Everything Everywhere last year before anyone was talking about it, and it ended up being my favorite movie of the year. So I'm always down to see anything, to give anything a chance at the theaters. This movie blew me away. It was truly way better than I was expecting, and it exceeded all my expectations. This movie starred Paul Giamatti, and he was outstanding in the lead role. I've only seen him in like little comedies or little stints here and there. Like he was the Rhino for 10 seconds in Amazing Spider-Man 2. And so I've never really known this guy's acting chops or his acting ability, but he truly put them on display in this movie, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being up for an award at the Academy Awards this coming award season. He did phenomenal. The rest of the cast was also really good. I don't know exactly their names. I'm sorry for that, but the girl who played the cook slash, caregiver at the prestigious school that they were at, the main kid, some of the side kids as well, these all were very good actors and a very good cast of characters. They all had a lot of heart and a lot of emotion to them, and you really wanted to be involved in their lives and follow their stories as they progressed. A lot of good character development in this story as well. You start off with this kid who doesn't really care about others, and he's just there trying to get a degree and get out, and he doesn't really care about the people around him or the setting that he's in. And he grows a lot in this movie. You have Paul Giamatti's character, who is this stubborn, kind of an asshole teacher who no one really likes, and he grows with this kid along the way, and you see his character development into a new person, someone who's willing to risk their lives or risk their well-being for others. And he becomes sort of a selfless, very humble, down-to-earth guy at the end, and that's cool to see. And all these other characters sprinkled around, they all have their little character developments as well. This movie reminded me of a Breakfast Club or a Dead Poet Society type film. While it did follow the same kind of marks that those movies followed, it did feel fresh at the same time. And it had its own thing to say, and it had its own story to follow. I think the best part of this movie might have been the script. It was a beautiful script to watch unfold on scene, just to watch these characters interact with each other and grow next to each other. It was awesome. This movie is something that I would say you can watch all year round. It does take place during Christmas, and I would call it a Christmas film if you want to watch a brand new, well-made movie around this time of the year. But besides, the one day they spend during Christmas, or the snowfall throughout the movie, or the fact that these guys are holdovers during the Christmas break, that they are here at the school because their family cannot either afford or have the time to bring them home for the holidays. It does have a lot of Christmas aspects to it, but it's something you can watch all year round because of the emotional toll this movie has, because of the way these characters, react on the screen. It's something that can really leave an impact on you year round. The cinematography of this film was quite beautiful. I liked the way it was shot. It wasn't, anything mind-blowing or exceptional like we've seen in Oppenheimer or Interstellar or some of these other movies, these great films, but it felt cozy and warm, the cinematography of this movie. You felt like you were home for the holidays and you were, just trying to belong and just trying to fit in and just trying to find, peace and happiness during times that can, while being very happy and family-oriented times, can also be hard times and a struggle for some people. And you get to see that played out on the screen with these characters who do have their struggles during this time, whether it be with family or with their own, personal issues they have deep down, and they're able to let those emotions out and let those feelings out, not only to us but to the other characters in the movie, and really show, what it means to be human and how just a simple interaction between a stranger can truly change your life for the better. It's a beautiful thing to watch in this movie. If I had to give this film a score, I'm going to go with an 8.5 out of 10. It's a great movie. It's very well made, very good. I recommend it to all of you. It's one of those movies that right now, it's not getting a lot of traction and no one's really talking about it, but I really hope that someday soon it does, because it deserves that love and it deserves that attention. If you are looking for a movie to watch during the holiday season, it's still in your local theaters, or maybe it hits streaming soon, check it out. It deserves to be watched. I'm hoping that a lot more people catch on to this one and maybe becomes an instant holiday classic for some of you, because I think it could be that for me. I've seen this sort of movie done a little bit better, in my opinion, with The Breakfast Club or with Dead Poets, which is probably my favorite version of this type of story. But still, a very good story on its own, a very well-made script, very great acting, and a movie that truly, truly makes you feel and can make you feel both devastated and then hopeful at the same time. So, a great film. Go check it out. Thank you all so much. Thank you for watching my review, and I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please leave a like on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please comment down below if you've seen this movie, and if you haven't, tell me, are you going to go check it out? I really think you should. It will be a great movie for you. It'll really tug at those heartstrings and make you feel happy about the Christmas holiday and the spirit of having family and loved ones around. So please go watch it. Thank you all so much for checking out my review and checking out this channel, and have a great day.